which means we get a lot of refugees from all those countries. I mean, it started with Iran and then Iraq and mostly from Syria and even from, I mean, we don't have the border, but from Afghanistan and nearby countries we get a lot of refugees. And I mean, not everybody is registered after coming to the country. Because the government, with the Syrian issue, they just opened the borders and people freely walked into the country. And those refugees were given residences, camps near the borders. But most of them, just like the rest of the Turkish people, prefer to end up in Istanbul. And as you might know, Istanbul is not the capital. Ankara in central Anatolia is the capital, but Istanbul was the capital of many empires, including the Ottoman Empire, and it's still like the capital of commerce, trade, culture, tourism, business center. So people prefer to live in Istanbul. And about the population of the city, a few years ago, we would say it was around 17 million. And if you Google it, you would still see such a number, but that's not true at all. Most probably more than 20 million people, and some people even say around 25 million people. So because of the high population, we have many means of transportation in the city. On our way, you can see buses. We have the tram, the subway. Public transportation is quite useful and practical in Istanbul. The city is famous for its traffic also. And Istanbul is the only city which has lands in two continents. We are in the European side. Later we will go for the Asian side, and on our way to the old city also we will see beautiful parts of it. It's separated the two parts of the city. No differences, no visa needed. Sometimes people are asking. The city is separated by the Bosphorus Strait, which connects the Black Sea to the north to the Marmara Sea, which is an inner sea. And from the Marmara Sea, the Dardanelles Strait connects it to the Aegean Sea, to the west. And so to transport from one part to the other, we have bridges, which we'll be using one of them. But boats are also a very practical way of transportation. More than 2 million people every day are using the boats. Now, on our right side, we have an inner part of the city also. This body of water is a part of the seawater, Golden Horn, Haliç. It's like a natural harbor bay going inland 7 kilometers, and it separates the modern city from the old city. Old city, historical part of Istanbul, Constantinople and more. I'll be telling you about the history of the city more. And soon we will have another nice view, and we will use one of the 5 bridges over the Golden Horn soon. So I was telling you about the transportation. Taxis are also very commonly used in Istanbul. In the morning, I had to wait 25 minutes just to find a cab, which is very popular to use. So, about Istanbul, the history of the city, we say the official settlement in Istanbul starts in the 7th century BC by a man called Bizas, the king of Megara from Greece. But we know that much before that, from 2nd millennium BC, there were like fishing villages in the area. And even earlier, we have findings from caves. Yarımburgaz cave, for example. There were settlements here, but as an official settlement, we say 7th century BC, Bizas. And the name of the city was Byzantium, named after the king of Megara. century BC to 2nd century AD, many civilizations came and gone through these lands. By the way, now we have a lovely view of the old city. On your left, 10 o'clock direction, you can see the largest mosque of Istanbul, Süleymaniye Mosque. You know, high population, high percentage of the population, around 97